Welcome to day 4 of the 7-day mental cleanse here at Jar Your Mind. I am so excited. It's day 4 and we are going strong. And I want today to be more about David Hawkins here, the map of consciousness. We're going to get into energy today. Energy. Okay. So a lot of times negative thoughts lead to negative feelings and negative behaviors, and health wise, we just don't feel good, right? And we lose energy. This scale, it talks about energetic frequencies. Okay, so if you ever notice when you're happy, don't you feel like you have a little bit more energy, right? And then when you're in grief, I mean, what do you want to do when you're in grief? You want to lay in bed, right? You want to just lay in bed because we are grieving. So that is it's a low frequency. It's a low energy frequency. We are not judging ourselves. We are just taking in awareness of this. When you have these energetic frequencies, not only are you feeling this low level energy, but you are also giving off low energy frequency, right? So when you start to become aware and your energy starts to rise, you automatically gravitate and magnetize people towards you. And you magnetize yourself towards people, positive people. So when you're having any types of negative feelings, like if you're down there at grief, okay, or fear is very common. But we are not meant to live in fear, but we have been programmed over our lifetimes. And we're not going to get into this in this 7-day cleanse too much, but we are programmed for these negative, limiting thoughts and beliefs and feelings. And this cleanse is simply about becoming aware of that and changing the thought in the moment, not judging it, not trying to fix anything, just getting out of it. We are reconditioning the mind. We are training. We are in the first processes of training the subconscious mind for power. And David Hawkins put this together. He's a beautiful, beautiful man. He passed away, I think, in 2012, 14. He wrote a book called Power versus Force. Power is something where it's innate in you. It's getting in line with your power within. And that's why I talk about having power within, because purpose in life for me is about raising my level of consciousness, rising up on this scale. Whatever surrounds my life that encompasses raising my level of consciousness is fulfilling my life purpose and why I am here. Okay, because I used to live in a lot of fear, and I wouldn't call it that. Fear hides its ugly head, right, as other things, but in the end, we're in fear or love. If you've heard of the Course in Miracles, we're either in fear or we're in love. And we are not meant to live in fear, but it has been conditioned in us. And, we don't believe in ourselves, or we don't believe in our other people. We don't believe there's certain things. It's like we have fear. I want you to think about where you are on this scale a lot of times and just say, you know what? I want to have more power. And I'm not going to get into the whole thing of power versus force in this short video, but I highly recommend Letting Go by David Hawkins. That book is amazing. So look at this scale. What frequency do you find yourself on a regular basis? You're starting to gain awareness now. And again, it's just awareness. You are an observer. You are not one of fear, or you are not your grief. You are not your shame or apathy. Okay? You are not those things, but you can recognize that you're having those thoughts and you're having those feelings, and you can say, I'm going to shift. I'm just going to shift. I don't have to figure it out. I don't have to figure it out. Faith is saying I don't have to figure it out. And we're going to get into what the fit mind is. But faith means I don't have to figure it out. I just have to believe that I am growing on this scale of consciousness every day. More and more every day, I am rising on this scale of map of consciousness. And I am getting closer and closer to peace. And I am living in peace every day. Okay, and that's called affirmations, which we will talk about tomorrow. And but yes, take a look at the scale, but again, don't dwell on it. I want you to understand the power you have once you start to lift up on the scale, and you will have energy to give, and you'll have energy, the powerful and positive energy will come towards you and come into your life, and your life will be transformed because you will be radiating, giving off, and drawing to you powerful energy that is going to just be awesome things for your life. And your intuition is going to start guiding you towards positive and awesome stuff. And that's what we're doing. We're shifting the mind because we're training the subconscious mind to start looking and start seeing this powerful stuff in our lives, and the miracle of this world and the goodness of this world. We're going to shift the focus of negativity to the awesomeness of being alive in this world. And until you really start to lift your level of consciousness, that can be shadowed. That can be, you might not see it. You might not see the beauty of the world, and that's another thing that is part of programming, the negative programming of fear and things like that you might have been taught. I'm going to end there for today. I want you to continue on the strategies of changing your thought. Again, don't dwell in the thought. That is your only goal. That is your only duty of the cleanse, is to not dwell in the thought. And if you have a thought, accept it and then let it go. David Hawkins, Letting Go. Again, I highly recommend that book. I will see you tomorrow for day 5. Keep up the awesome work, everybody, and I will see you tomorrow.